Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doctor Who Reviews. This week we're talking about the Series 2 episode Tooth and Claw, aka The Queen is a Werewolf.
I told you! I'm not insane!
Yes, Kuchiri Sylvia had it right.
A woo bitches.
A woo bitches, yeah. Cat, you owe Chris $100.
Nope. Also, the fine was $500. But honestly, Lena, can I get permission? Lena, give me permission to a woo, please. Please.
I'm sure she'd give it. Anyway,
I like you deferring to our friend before you say it. But yeah, Tooth and Claw, and to discuss it with me, I'm joined by my three usual co-hosts. Firstly, he met a hairy-handed gent who ran amok in Kent. It's Freezing Inferno.
I have no idea what that means, but hello, everybody.
Werewolves of London.
Woo. 56709.
Why did a woo sound perfect like it was going to fit with a Fleetwood Mac song, Cat? That was beautiful harmonizing.
Thank you.
Nice.
That's the one time I'm going to be able to do that.
Okay. To my virtual right, but certainly not politically. A sense of the sound, she's lost and she's found. It's Cognitive Usurper, better known as Cat.
I'm also eating food, so I'm definitely hungry like the wolf.
Nice.
Now you're really appealing to Lena.
No, now we're going to get cease and desist for later.
No, we're not.
That's later's song.
Seriously, if you give me permission, then I can definitely woo, and she can't do anything about it. Please.
What, I give you permission, or she gives you permission, or...
Lena.
Ah, right.
If she gives me permission, Chris can't say shit.
Oh, I
I have
see.
Permission from an actual wolf.
I see. And finally, he's a faithful. No, honestly, guys, he's a faithful. It's Kuchiri.
Why did we go from all these wolf references to the traitor reference?
Because I was trying to get the traitors in because it ended while we were having our break.
When you think about it, the traitors are wolves in sheep's clothing.
Also, the traitors is basically just a big game of werewolf. So it fits. It fits. It fits thematically. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Kuchiri.
Oh, hey, The Sims 4 Werewolves expansion pack is on sale.
Yeah.
The Sims Werewolves?
Yeah, it's on sale.
That would require me to play The Sims.
Cat, guess what?
What? Yes. Yes. I need. Can you send that to me?
Oh, right.
Yes. I need a copy of that. Thank you.
You need a legal copy.
Cat, would you like to investigate your system?
I'm going to print that out and frame that and put it on my wall.
Cat, you've got permission. You've got something you want to get out of your system?
Woo.
There you go. And Chris, she doesn't owe you $500 because she's got permission from an actual wolf.
Yes.
The wolf exemption. So.
Oh, let's talk about some wolves in this werewolf episode of Doctor Who.
So there is a brief bit of background to this episode, firstly, because it came about, or rather the writer of it came about, as a result of a mistake.
Oh, it's RTD.
Well, no, it wasn't originally meant to be RTD.
Oh.
We don't know who the original writer is. It was never disclosed.
Oh.
The original writer was given the brief of Queen Victoria and werewolves in Scotland. And the writer came up with a story about an alien bug getting Queen Victoria's eye in London.
What?
Yeah. According to Russell T Davies, that's why he stepped in and had to write it himself. It also meant that this was written in very, very, very quickly. Like literally while they were shooting other episodes.
Oh boy.
It's still good.
The Chibnall approach.
But in fairness, the Chibnall approach, but he didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, I mean, Chibnall was kind of an own goal with the way the Battle of whatever the fuck was the first draft.
We're calling it that from now on, by the way.
If you read Elizabeth Sandifer's post on that episode, she never once during her coverage of the Chibnall years addresses that episode by its proper name. She always makes up shit. The battle.
I think we tried that gag when we reviewed it as well.
We might. I mean, it's a very fun gag to do, considering that it's just sci-fi.
You mean the Battle of
zombie.
Crab Rangoon?
Yes, that.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Okay, so rush hatchet job. RTD has to step in and bang something out. Given the circumstances, I think he did okay. I mean,
I think he did too.
this is it's very classic. Well, I guess sort of classic Doctor Who, but not like classic Doctor Who, if you know what I mean.
Traditional, I would say, perhaps quite traditional.
Yeah. I mean, you got your monster chasing around in the hallway. You could see this being done in like 1990. I do get shades of like Ghostlight from it. This is Ghostlight with a budget, and
This
how
could
do
be
I say
McCoy,
it?
yeah. I can see McCoy doing this.
Ghostlight with a budget and less complicated.
Also, that is a hell of a reference.
Because
Ghost
Ghostlight,
with a budget.
well, when you think about it, both plots are an alien wants to do a bad thing to Queen Victoria.
No, you're right. You're right.
And take over the crown.
You're absolutely right.
It's just the one is way fucking more complex.
I'm not telling you off, Fresno. I'm just saying that's quite the comparison.
I mean, Ghostlight is a very good Sylvester McCoy story.
It's a confusing one.
You watch it a few times. You watch the extended cut, and you kind of get the hang of it. But
It's well acted, and this is well acted as well.
It's really
And
good.
that transitions neatly to David Tennant and his magical changing accent. Roll up, roll up.
Okay, first off, can we talk about the weirdness of this cold open and how we have the super amazing martial arts monks in the 1870s?
Yeah, somebody watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon just before filming this.
okay, I need to bring this up. This is going to be a running through line. I think I just need to bring up now. Who the fuck edited this? This is edited like a goddamn fever dream.
Yeah,
You know the.
Did Zack Snyder get in on this?
I hesitate to call it a meme, but have you ever seen that infamous clip? It's like it's from one of the Taken movies, and the scene is Liam Neeson jumps over a fence, but they cut like 10 different times. for him
I've
to
seen
jump
all
over
the
this
Taken
fence.
films. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes,
This opening scene is edited like that. It's a bunch of monks beating the shit out of like the staff at this.
more Dutch angles than a windmill in Rotterdam.
What's worse is that they start this whole sequence out. It's like, well, what if we try to stop you? Then we'll meet you with fists or something. Like,
Oh no, I love the hamminess of this line. Oh, you'll stop me with what? The hand of God, the fist of man. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the steward and farmers. Don't bother on their names. They're not going to be around for very long. But this is the stewards and farmhands.
Oh my God.
This is about what it would be at this time. It would be like the laird or the lord of the manor, and then the villagers who work for the lord of the manor.
I mean, is there even
It's still such a weird juxtaposition because, again, this is like 1870s. It's Queen Victoria. It's very proper. It's, everybody's all the women are in dresses and no ankles showing because, that would be a sin. And
They
then
cover up
we
the place
have
of the
these
tables.
monks come over and they take off their robes and they're in orange, like martial arts robes, and they start kicking and punching and it's all minding these guys. Like, what?
Okay, I appreciate the Parappa reference, first of all.
What?
I love that you mentioned showing ankles is scandalous. Rose spends the entire episode in like a t-shirt and overalls, and they're like, "Good heavens, that child's naked!"
Yes.
She also has leggings on, so she's not showing anything.
Again, the Victorians literally covered up the legs of their tables.
No, I don't know.
Even though apparently the Victorians were raunchy as fuck.
They were,
just
but they
the
covered up the legs of their tables.
Yeah, just the way that this is edited, and then later in the episode, you get your monster vision, which is pretty standard. But you also, you get so many Dutch angles. It's very off-putting and strange.
The monster vision, I think, is necessary for what is going to be shown or not shown later on.
And when they do use it to clever effect. Like, you obviously can't show, a werewolf ripping somebody to fucking shreds on a family tea time BBC one Saturday night. So they use the rapid cutting in the monster vision to their advantage when people get got. It's just like cutting fast and loose and people going, arg and shit. It's wild. It's so disorientating that it stands out in a way in what would otherwise be a pretty standard base under siege. Oh no, we got to run from the monster. Quick, run down this Victoriana corridor.
It is wild, but also I think Kuchiri had a point he wanted to make.
No, I was going to point out that the whole monster vision get kind of weird whenever you get the scene when they're in the dining room, and for some reason they gave the lady monster vision. Because you're watching the werewolf go into the dining room in the same vision for some weird reason.
That's a good spot.
I think it's just dimly lit as opposed to monster vision. If I'm thinking of the right shot, you are. It is Dutch angled, though.
Could it be that the werewolf was behind the lady?
No, because then the werewolf would be looking at the...
Or above the lady? But yeah, I see your point.
The thing is, then it will still be the werewolf looking at the werewolf.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But Tennant does change his accent throughout this.
Which is hilarious because he's naturally Scottish.
Yes, he loved filming this because he got to use his actual natural speaking voice.
Well, the thing
A
is
few
that
little changes.
that whole thing does come to play. I think that was actually deliberate because the Queen calls him out at the end of the episode.
Well, it was originally another plan intended, but we'll get to that. We'll get to another major character in a moment.
In
But
Tennant.
I just want to talk about David Tennant again for a bit. So when they did the read through of this episode, the actors that were playing Captain Reynolds and Lady Isabel were not available. They weren't there.
Right.
So Tennant's parents stood in for them on the read through.
Aww.
Aw.
And then apparently were very annoyed when they weren't asked to come back for the actual episode.
God damn it. We're tenants. We should be on Doctor Who.
Which prompted David to tell them to get back in their box.
Oh my God.
Which I presume he did, like a loving joke, but it's still funny.
Oh my God.
He was an extra. I think his father was an extra.
No, I think my favorite bit is, the opening when they're saying, oh, because this is, oh no, a trip gone wrong which I have theories on. We'll get to that when we get to
Yeah, he was taken to 1979 to see Ian Jury and the Blockheads in concert.
And you get the Tennant scene of him rattling off things. Oh boy, 1979, China invades Vietnam. The Muppet movie, love that one. Margaret Thatcher. Ugh. It's the greatest.
Doctor Who was never political before.
Cat, I have. This is a small tangent. Have you ever listened to Big Finish? Did this audio based on the Doctor Who stage show that they did from the 80s? Did you ever listen to that?
Probably, but I probably don't remember it.
It's fun. It's funny because in the stage show, Doctor Who, who's Colin Baker in this anyway, has to talk to Margaret Thatcher, and after the fact, he's just like, "That woman gives me the creeps."
I mean, it is Margaret Thatcher.
Good man,
Yeah.
Colin. Good man.
I should send that your way sometime because you'd enjoy it. I mean, it's Colin Baker and musicals.
Yay!
I mean, he is the very model of modern men in general. Bloody hell.
Two of my favorite things put together.
He is the very model of a modern Major General. We'll try that again.
That's not even. Yeah. Let's not remember Doctor Who and the Pirates. It's actually quite a depressing time.
Yeah, it's just a song I'm remembering. That's okay.
Yes.
He crushes it. He crushes
Yes,
it.
he does. Anyway.
But yeah, I think this is a strong show for David Tennant. This could have actually been his full debut, his first full story as the Doctor.
It's only his third, really. So.
Yeah,
Early
well, this
days.
was originally proposed to be the second series starter, but then they thought it's a bit scary for the starter.
No.
It got a Fear Factor rating of 5.
No.
You'd never heard about Doctor Who Fear Factor?
Well, first off, No, I haven't. Secondly, first, look, the actual model of the werewolf is actually really, really good. The problem is it's so good that it's quite obvious that they spent a lot of money on it. They don't use it that often, so you don't really see it all that much.
You
it's
are
not
correct.
scary.
They did spend a lot of money on it.
That's
So you don't see it a lot.
Classic Doctor Who for you.
Man,
Yeah.
I am so excited to see what goes on in Final Fantasy Doctor Who on the PS2 with this.
What? Final Fantasy Doctor Who?
I'm saying this model looks like a PS2 model.
Ah,
I mean, it's not a
just
bad.
can't say that then, man. Don't be like, oh, Doctor Who, Final Fantasy.
It looks
To be
like
fair,
a file.
it matched the time.
Okay, look at the cutscene of Kimari in Final Fantasy X, and then go into the transformation scene near the end of the transformation scene while they're in the cellar.
God damn it, it's right.
Yeah, that
Right.
transformation scene wasn't right.
He's right.
Oh God.
Man has a point.
Man usually has a
Man has
point. What are you
point.
talking about?
Wow! Wow!
What?
He said man usually has a point.
Yeah, and I said this man usually always has a
Oh,
point.
no, I thought you meant like man in general.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, Alpha 5. How you doing?
Ay, ay, ay. Zordon!
That wasn't terrible. But anyway, they decided that it was too scary. The fear factor thing was on the Doctor Who website at the time. They got like a bunch of children and their parents to watch the episode ahead of time and rate it fear factor.
Oh, I was like, what?
Oh, so it was based off a bunch of kids. Oh, well, pussies.
And the parents.
No, it's not like,
Put it this way,
bugs
they
and
wanted to get the
shit.
same pet of sticks, so they weren't allowed to.
It's okay. It's children rating how spooky
Yeah,
the
so-
Yeah,
episode.
they wanted to get the same pet of sticks.
Brain, there's a American and I guess Canadian TV show called Fear Factor.
I see the point. Yeah,
Yeah.
not that fear factor.
And,
No.
and
Yeah.
it was hosted by fucking Joe Rogan back in 20,
Wow.
like 25 years ago.
Yeah, before he became
Got his podcast and
his podcasts and his
Before he became
brain
bald,
rot
right?
from the.
That's
Right.
totally what it is. Before he became bald, let's move on.
He was bald back then. Well, he was kind of bald.
Let's
before,
still move on.
before he became bald and he invaded that mansion with his kung fu moves.
Well, you do think the staff. You didn't
Wait,
think the staff
whoa!
was weird?
Time out. He invaded that match with his kung fu. Oh,
I'm tying him into the monks from the thing.
I can see it, and I hate it.
So, you guys didn't think any of the work staff was weird? Well, they were bald.
Walled.
And cut
They
to
were
me
bald enough,
posting,
I just thought you had a. What was it you says?
cut to me posting the SNL skit from a couple months ago about the bald men in the restaurant doing the musical number.
What's that line, Sister Robert? You didn't think there was something odd about my servants. They were bald enough. I just thought you were sporty.
Oh my God.
I mean, maybe it was just me, but I took it as him kind of making one of those, it's early 2000s, kind of making one of those homophobic kind of jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but from a script written by a gay man.
I know. Plus, also, it's David Tennant. He's better than that.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
Also, he might not have understood what he was saying.
he may not have done, but this
I don't know.
brings
Just
us
the
nicely.
context of it, for some reason, the context of it was kind of like, do you know how that sounds?
This brings us nicely to Rose, because Billy Piper forced part of this episode to be rewritten.
Which part?
The part where she uses the Scottish accent. Because originally the plan was for both the Doctor and Rose to keep the Scottish accent until later on in the story.
Is it because she can't keep a Scottish accent?
She can't do a Scottish accent for Toffee. Yeah.
So, I was just oot and a boot.
Yeah, so they changed it so she's intentionally terrible, and the Doctor says, don't do that. Kicking off a running gag we had during the first RTD era.
No, don't do that.
He says it to Martha in the Shakespeare episode. He says it to Donna in the Agatha Christie episode. Wait a minute, that's the same writer each time. Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's like RTD Planet of the Line. Oh yeah, there's another cute little Easter egg in that scene with the accent.
God, can you imagine if that writer was also the writer that had cocked up the initial premise for this?
God. But yeah, the other fun little Easter egg in this scene. What the doctor calls himself.
Oh yeah, Dr. James McCrimmon.
Yeah.
I understood that reference.
I understood that reference.
I also understood the reference. How about we tell what the reference is to our audience who may not understand that reference?
I don't know about these.
Jamie
You know,
McCrimmon was a companion.
I have a better idea. How about you explain the reference to me who doesn't understand it?
Jamie from the Second Doctor era.
What?
The Scottish Highlander. His surname was McCrimmon.
Okay, thank you.
It's the Doctor using a past companion's name to get through.
Gotcha.
Originally, they were going to do like a Scottish variation on John Smith. Couldn't come up with one. Thought, no, we'll just call him James McCrimmon instead. That's better. It's a callback.
Well, my bit
So
was
where
funnier.
are we? Yeah. Rose basically spends half of the story trying to befriend the servants, and then getting kidnapped by the monks.
Well, she's told you need to go get dressed because you are woefully underdressed. You naked child who's wearing clothes, but it's Victorian times. Now she's trying all these different clothing. She opens a closet and there's a maid hidden inside who tells her, by the way, I am the exposition maid. Here's everything that's going on in here. Help.
Yeah.
During the same time, this is when all the guards get knocked out by the evil wolf monks. So,
They're not guards, but yeah.
Don't worry, I'll go get Doctor Who
it's
for
the
help. Oh,
Queen's Guard.
Oh, those guards. I thought you meant the villagers.
Yes, the
No, you're
Queen's
right.
Guard.
Yeah, the soldiers. Yeah, you're right. Because the captain of the Queen's Guards, Captain Ross, is at the dinner with them,
Yes.
and he's the only one that isn't kidnapped.
Oh, according to this, at some point, Billy Piper's hair caught fire.
Yes.
What?
I was
I don't know
about
when
to bring
that
up.
happened, but apparently it happened.
It doesn't say when, but yeah, her hair caught fire during the filming of this.
What the
Huh.
fuck? So she wasn't near fire at any point in the story, was she?
Well, she was the sunlight.
Oh my god.
Oh well, yeah, that's
Maybe it was when she was locked up in chains in the barn with everybody, or a basement with everybody else.
Oh yeah, we should mention the running gag of this episode, which is going to come back at the end, where they're just like, I bet you £5 I can get her to say I'm not amused. Now, Rose, that would be improperly using my abilities as a time traveler. £10, you're on.
But it does factor into how the story ends.
But it's funny because you know what I was thinking of during the entire time? I was thinking back to a decade ago when we tried to get you to say mirror on the Hellbent show.
Yeah. Was that a decade ago? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just turned to dust.
But it also, they're doing Rose is doing what I was doing in that podcast. She's trying to force it too hard. Oh, that happened? That's not very amusing, wouldn't you say, Your Majesty?
She even says about you're not amused now, Mom, and it's like, stop it.
They keep fucking doing it.
Yeah, but that's Rose's major role in this. She also gets scenes with the werewolf's host, who apparently went to drama school with David Tennant.
Which this is fun because of what y'all were alluding to earlier, where it's just like, I can smell the wolf about you, child.
Yeah, the wolf. There is something of the wolf about you.
Because the burn wolf.
And everyone goes, no shit. We all saw the parting of the ways.
A woo.
A woo. But not that wolf. Not that wolf. This is a bad wolf. Hi, Lloyd.
The cat.
He literally just walked in.
Is this the first time the cat's been on the show?
Yes. Say something, Lloyd. Lloyd is not amused.
Oh my god! Queen Victoria was reading.
No, don't attack my phone.
Does that mean I
Don't
get
attack
two
my
points?
phone. That's brand new. You can attack me, but not my phone. There we go.
Fuck
And he's
the
gone.
cellular telephone in particular.
And he's gone. No, he isn't. He's sat outside the doorway.
He's
He's
waiting.
in. He's out. He's in. He's out.
He's definitely waiting for me to come down and he will attack me. But
Oh God. Oh, what was it going? Oh, right. No, I think I'll save that thought for the end of the show.
yeah. But something of the wolf about hope is referring to Bad Wolf, which again we've all seen that before, and we'll see again, of course, in the Day of the Doctor.
Yes. Which
But that was the last year's story arc. We have a different story arc for this year, this series,
which
kicks off in this episode at the end. Yeah, but we have to talk about her. Queen Victoria has a gun.
I'll beat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
And she
There's no
kills a
friendship
man.
here. There's no friendship here. But yes, after 6 attempts on her life, that is accurate to history. She had 7 attempts to assassinate her, and they all failed. One was because the guy didn't put enough gunpowder in the gun. I don't think any of them were executed. I think 4 of them were sent to Australia. I could say something really cruel after that. I'm not going to. I don't want to get cancelled. Again. But Pauline Collins played Queen Victoria, and she was in Doctor Who in 1962. Not 62.
That would be an accomplishment, considering.
Yes, sorry. 1966, The Faceless Ones.
Oh, that one.
She was apparently considered to be a full... She was given the offer of being a full-time companion and turned it down.
Oh, her? That's her?
That's her.
Really? Hey, Ryan, do you know who that actress hangs around with most of the time in The Faceless Ones?
Jamie?
Jamie.
There you go.
Isn't that weird and wild? I didn't know that.
At the time, she held the record for longest amount of time between appearances on Doctor Who.
Well, funny enough, Chibnall broke that record
Ian broke that record with 57 years.
with a Chibnall story.
Yes.
Chibnall.
But before that, they broke it in Empress of Mars with his Anne Churchman, who's now sadly he's passed away.
Rip in peace.
Alpha Centauri. Donald Sumter broke it when he was Rassilon in also in Hellbent.
Do not mention the other story that he was in first time.
Fair point. I'm just looking at my notes. I'm just reacting on the fly here.
To be clear, it's not the Tom Baker one, kids. It's a John Pertwee one with a certain reptilian creature.
Yes, we can't talk about that.
Well, we can. I just don't say it.
We have reviewed that already, so that's out of the way. Thank
So
goodness.
how about that new show coming out later this year?
You just had to push his buttons. You just had to push the buttons, didn't you?
No, wait. I think I was
Are we
wrong with my
pushing
predictions. I was wrong with my prediction. The queen is not a werewolf. The queen is
pushing
a
buttons?
Siluri.
Are we pushing buttons? Are we pushing buttons?
No, not
pushing
those
buttons?
buttons. These
Are
are
we pushing
metaphorical
buttons?
buttons. These are not actual buttons.
You have the soundboard back.
No.
Are we pushing buttons? Are we pushing buttons? Hey, are we pushing buttons? I don't know, dear. Are we pushing buttons or not?
What
think we're
is this
pushing
bit we're
buttons.
doing? There's no
Apparently
buttons to
pushing
push.
Apparently, we're pushing buttons. I
There's
don't
no
know
buttons
why
to
we're
push.
pushing the buttons, but we are.
It's no DQ. There's no bell to ring.
I understood that reference.
Why
That is
does
to make you
your
laugh out
DQs
loud.
Why does your DQs have bells? It's our Long John Silvers that have bells. Our DQs don't have bells.
No.
You can't win this one, Rain. Talk about Dr. Whomst.
I'm attempting to.
If it helps, I've got Taco Bell.
Yo, Quio Taco Bell.
I'm attempting to talk about Doctor Who, but you keep interrupting me to talk about other things. I think Pauline Collins' performance is a strong part of this episode.
Yes.
I think she plays Victoria well.
She's so good.
Not as well as Jenna Coleman, perhaps. Shameless plug.
Oh, you're not going to get me stopping you from praising Jenna Coleman.
But in fairness, she got like 3 series to play Victoria
All right.
as opposed to 45 minutes.
I'll get to the fire hydrant.
Stop it!
Kuchiri, you ever see UHF? You get to drink from the fire hose.
There's nothing inappropriate about praising an actress's performance, even though I happen to have known them from school. There's nothing inappropriate.
Oh, geez. Rain calling back his one brag. Who would have saw that?
What?
No.
One brag so far. So far.
No. He has more than one brag. He set Nigel Farage up for a joke about snowflakes.
2 brags so far. That's not a bragger, by the way. That was like, God, I'm embarrassed here.
Imagine if I brought up I was on Channel Awesome once. 8
I think you
years
did.
ago? 9? I was also on Achievement Hunter. They did nothing wrong.
I agree, but he's stopped talking now, doesn't he? So
I mean, don't look at me. I was just in a book or something.
I'm just getting the filthiest looks for this cat that doesn't even go here.
You don't even live here.
He doesn't even go here.
He could if you stole the cat.
So the werewolf then.
So actually, you know what? If you don't want to steal Lloyd, I've got a different cat you could steal. Please help.
Look, Cat, with respect, apparently the entire island of Newfoundland is moving to the UK. My house is not a TARDIS.
Help. Look, I called dibs already, so you know.
We're drifting east. We're drifting eastward, everybody. It's a rocky ride. So if you hear any weird noises, it's just us drifting to a collide towards the UK at high speed to get the fuck away from North America.
Yeah, and if anything to just avoid becoming the 51st state.
Wait, Fred, you live on an island, right?
Yes.
So if we all go to your island and we just chisel away at what's connecting it. it'll just drift away.
Meanwhile, according to meanwhile, the actual place that wants to become the 51st state, which wants to become the 51st state, is being told to go F itself. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's usually what happens.
poor Puerto Rico.
God.
I mean, do you want to say the quiet part out loud? Because I can say it for you.
Let's
Let's
The current
move on.
administration thinks
Oh,
that
no.
their skin isn't white enough to become the.
I mean,
51st
God's sake,
state.
they were trying to deport Native American Indians.
Yeah, they were.
They were trying to deport Native American Indians.
Yeah,
There might be a clue there why you can't do that.
literally, there was a tribe who had to put out a letter saying, "Please have your tribal IDs on you, because otherwise ICE might do something."
Christ almighty.
Yeah.
In other news, if anybody out there does want to report an immigrant, there is an illegal immigrant in this country. His name is Elon Musk. Please call and email and message ICE in droves.
Trump's
so please
wife.
let them know there is a man. His name's Elon Musk. He's
Yeah.
from South
I mean,
Africa.
by
He's
the
not supposed to
definition
be
that Trump is
here.
attempting to change now, Trump is himself an illegal immigrant.
Well, and Trump's also was born a woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, we just gonna take it off the air.
No.
I know
Wait.
No. He put it into law. He was born as a woman.
Yeah, no.
What?
Yeah, no, it's in the law because they don't fucking know science and they don't fucking read what they're writing. Trump, with an executive order, decreed that everyone was born a woman because he did not fucking read what he signed. And he
Seriously?
doesn't know what. Yes.
Dumbass doesn't understand gender.
That's amazing.
Every single person is the gender that they were at conception. When you are conceived,
You don't have a sex, yeah.
the base gender of female
Yeah.
until the male, that extra little Y is added. Everybody is XX. Once
Oh my
the Y
God,
is
that's
added, then you get
incredible.
XY.
That's
Yep.
incredible.
Also, Trump, trying to get rid of birthright citizenships, will officially make his son Barron an illegal immigrant as well.
Oh my goodness.
And his wife will also need to be deported.
So this is very important talk.
I think I hear the sound of several chickens coming home to
Can we
roost.
talk
No,
about Drew again?
Lloyd,
No,
that's not an invitation to have
the
chicken.
thing I love the most, and the thing that I've been paying attention to a lot, is all the stories of the people who got their face eaten by lizards, surprised that the lizards finally ate their face. Wondering why no one told them that the lizards were going to eat their faces.
So Doctor Who then?
That was
Doctor
leopards.
Who? Well,
Anyway.
Same case, a thing that eats your face. And oh no, it wasn't supposed to happen to me. It was supposed to happen to the people I don't like.
You might have heard that, by the way. Sorry.
I didn't hear that. What was it?
You might have my dad come with a little cameo there.
I
He picked up Lloyd, brought him in, said, "Good night, everybody," and then walked out because he's going home.
Tell him I said hi.
I.
Lloyd Cat says hi. I don't think he understood you. So,
It's fine.
Lloyd, a very important message.
No. Very important. Even more important message.
oh no, guys, you do know
I
I'm
said,
on headphones.
We
You do
don't
know I'm on
care.
headphones and not speaker.
We don't care. It's funny.
It's the right answer to just about everything that we've ever done on this show. The
We're
werewolf,
going
then.
to- We're going to declare that in order to be on this podcast, it's now the red note rule where you need to have a cat tax to be on this podcast now.
you have to
I
be
mean,
at least.
you're talking to
this
someone
funny.
who's literally is friends with someone who is literally asking for cat photos to put on their stream.
So how are those thirsty Chinese boys, Kuchiri?
They've died down, but there's still plenty. Yes.
I see. Okay, Ray, why don't you talk about the werewolf?
I'm trying to talk about the werewolf, but trying to talk about it for 5 minutes.
Very important tangent before you talk about the werewolf. No, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, as Kat has rightly pointed out, the original shot of the werewolf looks great, and clearly they had enough budget to show it exactly one time, because otherwise it's like little cuts of CGI and monster vision.
It kind of makes me think of the Trial of the Time Lord, where they spent all their money on that one shot of the space station, and then the rest of it is just shitty corridors.
I don't know if that got picked up because either my internet went down or your internet went down, because I just heard everything just went silent.
Did y'all
As
hear
far as I
that?
can tell, we're still here.
Yeah, we're all here.
Did y'all hear what I said about the trial?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
I guess
the
it was
model
your
and
internet.
everything.
I guess it was your internet, Kuchiri. I just said that they spent all their money on the model shot in the Colin Baker story.
Yeah, and the
I'm
rest of
gonna
us
look this
spin in
for the werewolf.
corridors.
The first part of the Trial of the Time Lord. Was he here, the Trial of the Time Lord, in fairness? I'm not sure he was.
No, I was not part of any Trial of the Time Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains the confusion.
Well, that's your context.
My mistake.
I was saying that Fresno started talking and then went completely silent, so I don't know if that will be picked up on the podcast, but continue on.
I've just seen what you put in the Discord. I'm trying not to break them into 1,000 pieces. Oh boy. So yeah, I like the idea of the werewolf. I like the idea that there was a kind of an alien aspect to the werewolf, because this is Doctor Who and not your standard horror film. I love the fact that the monks trained it to be allergic to mistletoe, which does not, in fact, grow in Scotland. So that's kind of another hint about the monks taming it, which I think is a nice touch. It's a little bit of a subtle hint there.
It's nice to change it up formulas. David Tennant at one point in time does say, do you have any silver bullets on you? Which of course no, but then it's just nice that they thought outside the box. I'm like, okay, well, no silver bullets, but hey, the monks somehow made it allergic to this.
Yeah, well, they had to have something to control it.
Can I talk about an interesting shot in this episode that has
No.
it has intriguing hindsight potential. So there's this bit where they're locked inside this study, and this is where every library in North America got its quote from David Tennant: "Books, the best weapon in the world."
Arm yourself.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
there's this shot where he's listening for the werewolf, and I'm just gonna share. I luckily Tarz's wiki has it, so I just can do this. So I'm thinking, hey, wait a minute.
Oh my god!
And if I need to spell it out for
looks
you,
really weird.
Yeah.
yeah. And hey, what do both of these stories involve?
A wolf on the other side.
Yeah.
And where do they take place?
Well, one takes place in London.
No.
Is it in Torchwood?
Torchwood.
Oh! You said it.
Yeah.
You said the word. The word of the day is Torchwood.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that.
Cherry, can you kick Frez out, please?
What? What?
Can you not do that because we still have a podcast to finish off?
I do see I have the option to remove from the call.
Can you not do that? We have a podcast to finish off.
I guess the real question is, Kuchiri, who do you like best?
Myself. Anyway.
Damn it.
Good answer.
Right choice.
Holy shit! So, we've touched on the Kung Fu monks. They are hilarious.
They're a little silly.
They're very silly. Father Angelo is their leader. He gets shot by Queen Victoria. He gets shot by being a misogynist. It's kind of great. Oh, I don't think so, woman. The correct form of address is Your Majesty. Bang!
Like,
Yeah.
I was watching this with Chris last night. She said that is the hardest line, and she loved it.
It goes hard.
Gaslight,
good.
gatekeep, girl boss.
And then she lies that the captain killed him instead. But I know why. You can't really. You have the Queen saying, "Yeah, I shot a man."
Yeah. Also, she wouldn't want the enemy to know that she does have a gun.
Put a gun against his head. Pull my trigger. Now he's dead. Mama, ah woo woo.
Baba, oh woo.
Anyway.
I was given a permit. I'm going to use it.
Yes.
Yes, and I have proximity to the permit, so I'm okay. So we don't have that many named characters other than the Queen Victoria. We have the Lord and Lady of the Manor, Sir Robert and Lady Isabel MacLeish.
Oh no, she's been tied up, and
Sir Robert's interesting because he's technically a traitor, but
You know, can you blame the man?
no, I can't. And he does.
Everybody else sure can, apparently.
What?
My head, yeah, I can't blame him
The
because his
guy.
wife was kidnapped.
The guy ends up being in Torchwood, right?
No,
The actor. Not the same
Oh,
actor.
does he?
Derek Riddle is not in Torchwood. No,
Who am I thinking of then?
Captain Jack Harkness
No.
from Barrowman, who is Scottish.
The guy who plays Sir Robert? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
He's not in Torchwood.
I don't know the guy.
He did play Sir Walter Raleigh, which is why he's referred to as
He's Gideon Parr in the Torchwood monthly range audio story, The Crown.
okay, so he's in an audio.
Close enough.
That's not close enough.
Close enough.
Wow, we
I
were
thought-
so lax with the rules tonight.
I don't know. I always kind of thought that.
Guess like keep girl boss is right.
No, the guy on the far left. I don't know.
The guy on the far left.
I post in the Discord because I don't. Feel
I know who you mean. I know who you mean. Oh, that's Yanto. No, they're nothing like each other.
You know what they say about white dudes? They all look alike.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's true.
I mean, look at our avatars.
Are you
Yeah,
trying to
yes,
do
we
something?
have
We
bachelor.
can't help the colour of our skin. We do
Excuse
not all
me.
look alike.
Excuse me. Look at me with my luscious azure hair.
Yeah, Fred's got blue hair. I've got brown hair.
Cat's got blue hair.
No, it was more of a reference
woman.
that whoever did your avatar clearly just drew over mine to get the head shape the same.
Yeah, I see that. But made the skin paler, which was, accurate.
I'm a woman.
You sure are.
I refer to
I
myself
don't
as a
look anything like y'all.
And then the same artist drew over you to make foul plays as he.
There's a reason I refer to myself as a tall glass of milk.
Now,
Because it happens to be accurate.
let's be nice. The Bochi Bath ones were different.
No. That's So the artist for the first set blocked me for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why. So I had to go
Oh,
find
right. You had to
someone
get the other
else.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I found that artist profusely for my avatar again because it's amazing.
Right.
But Lady Isabel is a damsel in distress, doesn't really do much. She does douse the wolf in mistletoe.
Hey, she doesn't do much. Oh, she just, fucks up the werewolf a little bit. That's
She
cool.
figures
Alright,
out
she-
that
she-
it's allergic to mistletoe and then fucks it up. Yeah.
Yeah, she figures it out.
She does
But
more
more
to the
other than
werewolf.
that-
episode.
she's not in the episode for very long. Is the point?
She does more to the werewolf than the white men with their fucking guns.
That's
Oh
true.
God, when they get torn apart, jeez. Oh,
If I could defeat a gun, I'm going to walk over there.
the steward
oh,
gets
no,
a good final
Feel
line.
it is good. Blah.
The steward gets a good final line before he's devoured. It must have crawled away to die, and he doesn't get the word "die" out. He's a good actor. It's kind of shame he's only in this for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Oh yeah, bit I love about this, the trap inside the trap concept.
This is wild.
I love this. So the monks set the trap for Queen Victoria, but her husband, Prince Albert, and Sir Robert's father set a trap inside this trap for the wolf.
We got a telescope and a diamond and reflection and the egg.
No,
Ignoring that, see, this is where I kind of wish that we had a little bit more backstory here, because how did they know that all of this was going to happen?
We'll explain later.
I know, but still, I wish that we had a little bit
because
more
the
there.
stories they were telling each other, it wasn't stories they were planning for the future.
I
It's a
know.
very thin explanation, but it works.
But
And
the
also-
thing is,
They knew all of this was going to happen.
Again,
Guaranteed.
the writer literally had like 3 weeks to write this story.
I know. I wish we had like a follow up to this, like a book or comic or something that said,
I
by the
agree
way,
with you.
here's how Albert found out.
They do mention that the Kohinoor kept being cut down by Prince Albert, and that is true. That's accurate to real life. It was a 40% bigger diamond, and then he kept cutting away, and no one's quite sure why, because he died before he could tell anyone.
yeah, and too
It
bad
was
it's not
because
the
of alien werewolves.
too bad Rose threw into the fucking ocean.
Wrong Rose.
Oh, Rose!
Wrong Diamond.
That's the heart of the ocean, not the Kohinoor.
God damn it, Jack.
I'm the king of the world.
If only he had put the door in more mistletoe, maybe you would have fit better.
To
Well,
be fair, the myth was busted. Jack could have been on that door.
Yeah,
And the team behind the Avatar movies actually, with their physics engines, recreated that scene and proved to camera in person that Jack could have fit on the door.
yeah.
Yes,
you're
more
full of shit.
sad if you can.
I do love David Tennant's acting here when he's going through all the possibilities. He's going, these aren't separate at all, they're connected. Oh, my head. It's like almost like Sherlock Holmes going through all his mind palace. It's great.
No. This is RTD, not Moffat.
Yeah, and then touche.
Am I right?
And then he gets another great line. It's like, they plan against me. We'll try for you, but not the wolf. That wolf there.
It's great. Oh,
And then it crashes through the death skylight. Why they have a skylight in 1879 Victorian Britain? God knows.
because fuck you, this set piece is cool.
It is cool.
It is cool.
But having, literally sold skylights to people in my
Yeah.
profession, Why is there a skylight?
I'm sorry. You're just sitting here thinking, and then the werewolf comes through in a skylight. As a skylight salesman, I'm extremely offended about this.
I didn't say salesman.
Man, if only the Sir Robert's dad bought from Rain Skylight, the best.
That's not the company, but I appreciate the attempt, Kuchiri.
I will say this does lead to one slight plot hole, which TARDIS Wiki does also point out, and does maybe.
Yeah, how's the wolf get out of the room?
Yeah, how does the wolf get out of the room when the doctor closes the door behind them?
I wizard did it. Moving on.
I was thinking that too. They don't. I was thinking that as they shut the door, it's like, aha, the werewolf will be trapped, and then the werewolf gets out, and I never really thought of it again. But,
it's fine. The one monk that wasn't knocked unconscious or dead at this point just opened the door and was immediately devoured.
Yes, there you go.
Well, no, they were wearing the wreaths made out of mistletoe, so he was fine.
Also, yeah. While we're bringing up, plot holes, what happens after? I mean, they defeat the werewolf, but what about all the fucking monks who are surrounding the mansion and keeping them trapped in there?
I think it's sort of they flee.
They
because
went off to their home planet with Poochie.
Their god is dead, so they've no reason to stay.
I could nitpick this more, but I don't give a shit. Let's talk about that climax, shall we?
Oh boy, shall we? So
Yeah.
they figure out how to get rid of the werewolf, but they need time to it. So Robert sacrifices himself.
They need to find a Y-wolf.
So Robert sacrifices himself.
Yes.
Because he says, I committed treason, but now my wife will remember me with honor. And he's very brave about it.
Yes.
He actually feels terrible for having betrayed the queen, and this is his chance to make up for it.
Like, what was he supposed to do?
I know!
Cooperate with us or your wife will be killed. I am loyal to the queen, so therefore you can kill me and my wife. Boop, boop, boop,
yes,
boop.
unfortunately, yes. That's exactly what he was supposed to do, was show loyalty to the queen and just fucking die.
Bullshit.
But then they would have still killed his wife.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. But that's what he was supposed to do, was just
But
fucking die along with everybody.
They set a trap. The werewolf breaks through the door in a really cool looking shot. Queen Victoria's got her rosary or her crucifix, and then bang! Shit blasted moonlight.
Delicious egg light shining through.
I will end you.
No, you won't.
Cat will
It's okay,
suplex you,
Rain.
and I will end the remains.
It's okay, Rain. I owe him a package.
I mean, bold you to announce that live on the podcast.
Yeah, well.
But yes, you do own a package, and I do too, technically.
I don't owe anyone shit.
You're winning. That's why I can show you. You're winning.
Don't worry, everything that goes into the package will be 100% legal. It just will break him.
Yes, I know about packages breaking people.
Oh my goodness, Cat saved up for Ibo?
God.
Don't give away all my secrets.
Yeah, come on. Keep some of the powder dry, goddammit.
I mean,
yeah, so the
return eventually.
The werewolf is destroyed by an intense blast of moonlight. And the werewolf actually begs to be killed. He says, make it brighter and let me go. So they do.
It's okay, Cat. I know how to break you too.
Nah, I'm good.
Rain, let's just wrap this up with the queen as a motherfucking werewolf.
The queen may well be a werewolf now because they focus on a mark on her hand, and she says it's just a splinter wood and the door came apart. She said, it's nothing. It's nothing. And yeah, the wolf may have bitten her.
Oh no! And this is explaining why the queen and the royal family have hemophilia or something.
Yeah, it's explain why they call it the royal disease.
Oh no! It was werewolves, and the werewolf gene might become active in the early 21st century. Oh no!
I'm going to pretend I knew what you were saying and move on.
Where was the king during the last full moon? We just don't know.
Getting that demonic portrait painted, I guess. What even was that portrait? My goodness.
Oh, I forgot about that. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I can't forget about that. That's in my nightmares.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And possibly
He's
the
your
kings too.
I mean, he's your king. Technically, he's our king too, I guess, because
Yes.
we're a Commonwealth.
Until
so-
you become part of America.
Man, isn't that something weird to think about? He's technically your king.
Yeah, well, we're a Commonwealth, so.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, between the two kings that've been in the news a lot lately, which one do you prefer?
I mean, look.
You know what? That is a perfectly fine, acceptable portrait. It's a beautiful portrait, in fact.
Well, meanwhile, we got Trudeau stepping down, and fucking Polyev could get in, and that will be a whole host of fucking nightmares.
I don't think he will get in. I think they'll do what they did in Germany and France and basically gang up to make sure they can't get in.
I don't know. Well,
You know, whether you're okay with that, it depends on your point of view, and I'm not going to go into that.
I mean,
but,
the NDP is kind of in solidarity against the Liberal Party. But they don't want the
I'm not
Conservatives to
gonna
win
go
either.
there.
But I don't think. But they don't want the Liberals or the Conservatives to win.
But the Queen is a werewolf now. She also kicks the Doctor out of Scotland.
Now, I have two things to say about this scene here. One's a little more slight than the other. The whole rebuke, the fact that, oh, you were so cavalier and joking around while people were killed and you're living terrible lives and I condemn thee, all that shit. It doesn't really work well for Ten and Rose in this story. They're not like bastards. They did try to help, and it's not their fault that a fucking werewolf came and did all this shit. But you know who this critique would have fit if you rejiggered the story around? 12 and Clara.
Yeah.
I think it was more the fact that when they were in the library, Rose returned to the Doctor was like, "It's a."
It's the changing accent because that's something that she's just not used to. It's the fact that she's trying to say I'm not amused, and she actually does say I am not amused.
And they're like, "Hey, take this seriously, you fuckers." She knights them and then she banishes them. Now, here's an interesting thing. We're going to talk about this, but we're going to talk about this in greater detail. But this is the foundation of Torchwood. Now, here's the funny thing: wasn't Torchwood in the Christmas Invasion?
Mm-hmm. A reference to it was yes.
So they already exist. Yeah. So this is like, so it's almost like predestination that they.
Yeah, I mean they did the same thing with Mr. Saxon in the Runaway Bride.
And think back to the beginning of the episode. How did they get here?
The TARDIS sent them there.
They were meant to go in 1979, and instead they ended in 1879. What if the TARDIS was guiding them to this predestined event that they had to take place in? Because, as we love to point out, as Kat loves to say,
motherfucking Santa?
No.
The other thing. What are TARDISes, Kat?
Oh, because TARDIS are fucking sentient.
There we go. We got there in the end.
Yeah, we did it.
Got there in the end.
Remember, I am blonde. I'm like half blonde, half redhead, so it takes me a second.
I mean, I can't say any answer. I'll get called an asshole. So.
Wait a
See,
minute.
you are learning.
Wait a minute. Is this why? Go ahead, Kuchiri.
Have you tried not being an asshole?
It's like War Games, Kuchiri. The only winning move is not to play.
Kat, is this why you're so into Ulrich? Because you have the himbo gene too?
Exactly.
Oh, he gets a pass!
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not saying I'm not going to say it because I don't want to insult you. Here's something that could be insulting. Oh, no, you're fine. God damn it!
I'm sorry, it's really funny to tease you.
I'm glad I exist for you to tease. Kuchiri, go ahead.
Rain, where can you find us?
Bit early.
We should talk about the whole Torchwood founding.
Yeah, because this is the first real debut of Torchwood.
Does this mean we get to talk about Cyberwomen?
Not the series, not the series.
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth a little.
So did I.
Oh, God.
Just remembering that.
See, I get him too.
So context, Kat. I've seen the first two series of Torchwood and Children of Earth.
Wait, was that who I think it was? Yeah, that was who I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why would it not be? Have you seen the? I'm not going to link it, but have you seen the costume?
Yes. You know what threw me for a fucking loop though was what we found the other day. That Chris Chibnall is on Blue Sky, and he was posting about how I saw the TV glow, and he thought it was really great. It's like, oh, the man has good taste.
You can have good taste and be a terrible writer.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that's nice to see. At least we agree on something, my guy.
Wait, who said that?
Chibnall.
No, I said you could have good taste to be a terrible writer.
I'm not putting this in the actual podcast, but just for Cat's reference, this is what the Cyberwoman looks like.
No, I know what the Cyberwoman looks like.
You know what the Cyberwoman looks like.
She's wearing the cyber bikini.
Essentially.
You heaven forbid a woman
wear armor that makes sense.
Also, in that story, there's a Japanese terrorist is a little too excited to see a half man, half woman, half robot.
You must be upgraded. You must have the latest cyber Brazilian.
Jesus.
So yeah,
Torchwood. My dreams of a sex robot is real.
Oh,
oh no!
That robot looks like that Robot Chicken sketch. Can you fuck it? What? No. Oh, fuck.
And then they all leave.
Darkest sketch. Yeah,
Torchwood is founded on nationalist and imperialist leanings to defend Great Britain from the aliens.
Do you want to know a funny thing about Darkest Sketch?
What?
That Robot Chicken skit? Scarlett Johansson's in it.
Who?
Scarlett Johansson.
Who's that?
Who's Scarlett Johansson?
Who's Scott Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson! Black Widow!
Oh, I thought you said Scott Johansson.
No, Scarlett.
Scarlett Johansson!
Okay. You were saying it fast. Scarlett Johansson. See? It sounds like Scott.
ScarJo!
ScarJo, yes. Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not using that again. God damn it. Anyone who's
speaking of someone with a magically changing accent that no one can understand.
Yeah! He's not wrong. Shall we get to the overall thoughts then? Because I think we've exhausted this.
You mean Scarlett Johansson from that hit film, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie?
Oh, that's right. She played the mermaid, didn't she?
I'm just remembering now one of her first movie roles in The Spirit.
You remember Scarlett Johansson, that famous Japanese actress from Ghost in the Shell?
I'm remembering Scarlett Johansson, who was in the 2008 film The Spirit and dressed up as a Nazi. In the film, before lawyers contact me.
Yes, in the
film.
Shall I start with the overall thoughts?
I think you should.
Oh, this is fine. This is fine. It's the most notable thing about it to me is the strange and bizarre editing and cinematography of those rapid cuts and the Dutch angles and the monster vision. It elevates what could otherwise be a pretty standard Doctor Who story set in the past with an alien. I mean, it's got that whole classic trope. Actually, a supernatural monster is just this funny little alien that works on exactly the same rules. Just, instead of it turns into a werewolf by moonlight, it's like it absorbs the alpha waves from lunar luminescence to transform and transmogrify. It's just a fucking werewolf. But it's fine. It's fun. Tennant's got some good lines, and it's key to the series arc. So you gotta watch it if you're going to be watching Doctor Who. So perfectly fine. Early Tennant. Not good. Middle of the road. It's fucking 2.5 out of 7. Don't everybody jump in at once now.
I guess I'll go. It's a 2006 episode of Doctor Who. It's perfectly fine. David Tennant is Sailor Moon. He's fighting evil with moonlight instead.
Okay, that's good. That's really good.
I mean, it's fine. The CGI is fine. The story itself, fine. Actors, really good. That's all I could say about it.
Cat. If David
Yes.
Tennant is fighting is Sailor Moon in the story, what helps him? What's by his side?
Oh my god.
A rose.
Yeah.
I was
Billy
going to say
Piper
Rose
is
is
Tootsie,
pretty
don't
useless
ask.
in this. She's pretty useless in this.
Yeah. Billy Piper is gender flips, Tootsie, don't ask.
And as we say this, our Mike is currently going through Sailor Moon. He's watching all of it, which is a brave fucking choice.
At the same time as Batman, the animated series.
Well, one of those shows is much better than the other, it must be said.
You better be talking about Batman.
Yes, I'm talking about Batman.
Thank
As
God
much
for
as I
that. We're
love
about to
Sailor
not be
Moon-
friends anymore.
As much as I love Sailor Moon, Batman animated is peak.
I'm
That's
not going
funny.
to say and spoil
There's
it
a lot
for
of
him, but
filler in Sailor Moon.
the episode he's about to come up to in 3 after that 2-parter. Holy shit!
Is that the one that I mentioned to you?
After the 2-parter,
No, I mentioned the two-part.
yeah, and then the one I mentioned after that,
And the one you mentioned after that was like, oh, holy
yeah,
fuck.
holy shit!
Oh, man's gonna. Yeah.
I in for a treat, and I refuse to spoil it. May I give my thoughts on Tooth and Claw?
I just want to share one more thought about Batman. I'm kind of in my cyberpunk era now, over on Twitch, which I'll share in a moment, and watching some stuff. And then I realized Batman Beyond is just cyberpunk Batman, isn't it?
Batman Beyond is underrated.
It is underrated. It's just
It is
cyberpunk Batman.
underrated as hell.
Yeah. You killed
Oh,
my
that's kinda
father. Who
fucked
are
up.
you? You killed my father. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah, Blight's a great villain.
Anyway, please, Ray, your thoughts on
That
Yeah.
series really fucked up though.
It is, especially what happens to Inkay.
No, especially what happens to that guy who turns fucking who can phase through shit.
Oh god, yeah, him too. But thoughts on Tooth and Claw then. I agree with Kat for the most part. The acting is really strong here. I think the acting is probably its best part. Pauline Collins gives a strong performance as Queen Victoria. It's about time that the Doctor went up against a werewolf. I like the fact they make it kind of an alien werewolf as well, because it's science fiction. It kind of has to be. Other than that, it's a perfectly decent episode of 2006 Doctor Who. And Kuchiri picked it, so what do you think?
It was all right.
A glowing endorsement for the person who picked it.
I think that's all we can pretty much say. It's a
I love your
2006
brevity,
episode of Doctor
too.
Who.
Yeah, collective shrug of an episode.
Love your
No.
brevity.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's a fun episode. Characters actually get to do stuff. It's not the Doctor that had to solve everything because it's the Doctor. You saw Sir Robert's wife, have some fast thinking with the it's avoiding the mistletoe.
Use it.
You had Rose actually try to, do the Doctor thing. Hey, we could take you back to your home. Oh, why would I do that? I don't know. So you could go back home.
He wants to kill people. He wants to devour people.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's when you think about it, that's literally every Tennant era villain. It's like, I can take you to another planet where you don't have to kill the human race. But no, I want to kill the human race.
But I want to kill the human race, mummy.
But no, I mean, it's a decent episode. I'm just kind of surprised that you have this setup. And RTD's was the episode before this was New Earth, where it was basically a sequel to Moisturize Me.
It's a sequel to that, yeah.
And then it sets up for the Traffic Jam episode in the following season.
Yeah, Gridlock's a sequel to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they RTD never bothered to do an episode in the 2100s where King whatever is revealed to be a werewolf and blah 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 blah.
I think lawyers may have something to do about that.
I mean, he's in the producer's chair again. There's still time.
But there's still lawyers.
Maybe that's who Mrs. Flood is.
A lawyer?
No, she's
Yes.
the estranged child of the royal family, and she turns out to be a full werewolf. And she's really
I have my theory on who Mrs. Flood is. If I'm right, I'm going to be disappointed.
I'm going to wait and be pleasantly surprised if and when RTD decides to reveal it. But if there's
I'm gonna be
nothing
very
else,
pleasantly surprised when RTD reveals that it's the Ronnie.
Yeah, if there's nothing else, I have the book for next time.
you have the book.
Yeah, I have the book. I get the choice.
Oh, okay. What were you doing?
The book is Shadow of the Gallifreyan, Volume 1. No,
Hey, I heard some good things about that one.
Yeah, I wonder why. But yeah, it's my choice. And I've wanted this one for a while. I can't guarantee that we're all going to enjoy it. It's generally seen as a good one, but it's very traditional. And we've done most of the Doctor debut stories. We haven't done this one yet.
Oh, I think I know where we're going.
I think you might. So next time on Doctor Who Reviews, John Pertwee stars in Spearhead from Space.
Oh, there we go. Finish off season 7, which is
I
actually
think we've got one more to do, haven't we?
Oh, right. We haven't done the Silurian one.
We haven't done the Silurians.
Huh. Well, there's a.
And that one I think is not that problematic.
I don't know.
Compared to the one you don't want me to say the title of.
It's been a while, so I don't know, but this is fine. This is fine. It looks rather nice. I have it on Blu-ray because due to some shit, it's the only Doctor Who story to be shot entirely on film, so they could actually upscale it and make it look really
when
nice.
the War Games in Colour came out, I thought we should do this one when it was my turn next.
Yeah, and they actually announced the season 7 Blu-ray collection.
There you go, timely.
Finally, yay! A new restoration for Ambassadors of Death, which I know only me and Kat got to do that one, but that's underrated.
Oh, we have done that one, yeah.
Yeah, only me and Kat were here for it.
Yeah, I was either ill or dealing with real world stuff.
Yeah, but we did that. That's an underrated story, but Spearhead is fun. So
you won't mind if I don't shake your hand.
All right. So Rainiac, where can you find us lovely people?
Well, I've actually got something to plug here, but first you can find us on Blue Sky, at Ray on the Brain, at Concave Usurper, at the Kuchiri, and at Freezing Inferno. Twitch.tv / Rainiac, the Kuchiri, Freezing Inferno, and Concave Usurper. And I have actually got something to plug here before we go into the books and where you can get those.
Is it that thing you just did today?
It's that thing I just did today, yeah. So I said I was going to put a video out that wasn't Doctor Who, and I have. This is the Royal Rumble weekend. Royal Rumble will be airing tonight. I probably will not watch it until the morning because I don't want to go all the way through to 4 or 5 o'clock and be completely exhausted. You know, adult things. And
yes.
not in that way, Kat. Quiet down. But yeah, I simulated in Fire Pro Wrestling World a 30-person Royal Rumble featuring all the winners from the men's side and 3 of the women to make it a 30 thing. I'm not going to say who won it. It was entirely simulated. It was entirely random. First thing I rigged it, so this person won. I did not.
Doubt.
If I was going to rig it, the person that was a runner-up would have won it.
Doubt.
Not doubt. You know how much I enjoy that person's work. Hey, by the way, they might be coming back tonight in the Rumble, but that's not confirmed.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out.
Anyway, check out whatever Kat is doing on weekends, Satisfactory /
It Takes Two.
Stardew / It Takes Two, and come to Monday Night Fresno's, 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday nights. So we've started playing Snatcher, the Hideo Kojima cyberpunk adventure.
Oh boy, that's a game.
It shit escalated, went from 0 to 100 within those 90 minutes.
Do you expect anything less from a Hideo Kojima game?
Also, Hideo Kojima tweeted and Blue Sky his support of I Saw the TV Glow. So,
yeah,
mad props.
She breathes through her skin. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. Oh God. It took me a second to register what you just said.
So the review now has 3 people who found it helpful.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
what's one other than playing Capcom games by any chance?
And there's someone else who did a review for the game. Gave it a positive review with only a half hour played.
Yeah.
Wow, old school RPG type game where you can take the monster skill. Helio does not have any skills, but he can take all the monster skills.
I think that person's nose is brown.
Bot.
I think that person bot or child or
bot. No, I mean there's they have 5,400 products on their account.
Oh yeah, bot. Brown nose and a bot.
ChatGPT, write me a positive review of Dragon Takers.
No, DeepSeek. They're furious, ChatGPT, because DeepSeek used it to make their own bot.
I mean, at this point, you just
What?
rip off DeepSeek's mask, Scooby Doo style, and it's just ChatGPT underneath
What?
of it.
Wait,
Skynet.
what? Let me do the bit. What? You mean the people behind the AI company are shocked to find that an AI bot has taken their work and scrambled it up and used it without their consent?
Excuse you.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet, delicious irony. How I love it so. But
How dare you steal our stolen information?
I do plan on streaming more since I'm now
Yeah.
jobless. Please.
oh, I'm sorry you're
Yeah.
jobless, but yeah, that you're streaming more.
Hell no to being jobless, but the streaming, I guess, is a
So yeah, please support this man. He deserves your support.
His PayPal is at.
Speaking of support, Buy Back to the Unveil by volumes 1, 2, and soon to be 3 by Elena Fenrir Matia. Our woo bitches.
Hey, you didn't get a permit.
I told you, proximity.
You get the permit when you give Kat her visa.
Okay, now we have something to bargain with each other with. Perfect.
There we go.
And oh, how the turntables. By The Terror of the Trees by Sean Dillon, and by Shadow of the Gallifreyan Volume 1 by a bunch of entitled people, including Lena, Sean, and Freezing Inferno, among others.
How's your progress going with the novel, with the collection?
This past couple of weeks, non-existent because I had a lot to get done. I mean,
Damn.
my garden shed literally exploded.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I've only just figured out to start cutting down the tree.
Goodness gracious.
We're going to buy a chainsaw. I'm terrified.
My God. You realize what this means, Kat. Rain has become the Chainsaw Man.
Chris, that was for you. And join us next time.
That's for
Don't
all of
forget
us.
Doctor Who reviews, Gav going good, soon to be Hibiki.
Yeah, we finished Build, everybody. And you
Yeah, Gav's going great. A few heart-stopping episodes there. Am I right, Kuchiri?
Oh, they just had Rain just experienced its first massive shakeup in a Kamen Rider.
Yeah. That man is going to die.
I don't have the GIF here, but just imagine the dude with the at the gallows first time.
First time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but we finished Build, and you can watch all those individually or in a Frankenstein
A
21-hour
21-hour podcast.
Took me all last weekend to get that rendered right.
Which I was tagged in for some reason.
Some reason.
Well, no, because because I just reused 01's description instead of saying last year.
Which I was tagged in for some reason.
Because it's a spin-off of. Never mind.
I know. I'm pulling your leg.
Speaking of
I'm pulling your
spin-offs,
leg.
they announced the Zombieland Saga movie, so Kat, I guess we're fucking going back at it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Ah, son of a bitch. What?
I've called Chris. She's down for it, I think. So we gotta.
That might be
Here we
Mr.
go
Chris.
again.
That might be
figure
Mr.
this
Chris.
shit out whenever, because I know you want, such a thing as free weekends where you're not doing this shit.
Yeah, Chris is just like that gif of DK walking towards K. Rool going, ah, shit. Here we go again.
Oh,
There goes my free time. Bye.
don't worry. It's only 7 more.
Welcome to my
podcasts.
world.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Ren, you need to watch 94 episodes of Quantum League. Oh, hey, Ren, you have to watch this entire Kamen Rider. Oh, hey, Ren, you have to watch this other entire
least-
Kamen Rider.
I mean, we're not making you watch it all at once.
Yeah. Oh,
You're
we're
not.
doing-
You're
we're not
not.
doing
Mike
shit.
is. Mike
Oh,
is.
Mike. Tenacious little bastard, but I got him. I got him with the Zombieland and the Bochi and the Lycris. So
So say goodnight, Rainiac.
I think I already did, but good night.
Hey, Rainiac.
I will see you next time for Spearhead from Space. Until then, bye for now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Doctor Who Reviews. Why did my phone just go off? What the hell was that?
I don't know. Oh,
You're
I'm sorry. That was me. Sorry.
No, that was actually my phone going off.
you are getting a collect call from Queen Victoria. I banished thee from my land.
I am not amused.
Do you like scary movies?
Do you like the McRib?
Oh, we're already off the rails. Let's go.
I know, I have to do that again because my phone went off just at the wrong time there.
Hello, Blue
All right,
Burrito.
I
How you
guess.
doing?
Yeah, I'll put that on the bleeper reel. Why not?